Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Corona Cocktail Hour. It's Friday night, so I said, let's do a classic drink. Tonight we're going to make something called an Aviation. And I thought, what a better way to make an Aviation with using Aviation Gin, which is, I think, Ryan Reynolds owns that. It also calls for Creme de Violet, which is actually made with violets, and then the Luxardo Maraschino liqueur. These are kind of a couple different kind of liqueurs. You're thinking, well, that's, you got the dryness of the gin, you got this violet and this maraschino cherry type of flavor. You would think, well, that's going to be kind of a weird combination. When we get to the end, I'm going to taste it. I'll give you kind of what it tastes like. The Luxardo is kind of pricey. It's like $25. The Creme de Violet is about $25. So it's about $50 if you really want to invest in this. So I would maybe say, hey, go to a bar and say, hey, let me have an Aviation drink and see how I like it. With that, we're going to start. I've got my rock stirrer here. To that, I'm going to actually use lemon juice. So I'm only going to use 1/4 ounce. So this is the ratio I use for my Aviation. There are other different variations of that. I think it's what your preference is. So this is a 1/2 ounce jigger. I'm going to only use a half of this. Use that. Put some lime or lemon juice in there. Sorry. Then I'm going to use 1/4 ounce of the Luxardo. So it's really kind of a low percentage of a shot here. So I'm going to use 1/4 ounce of that. Throw that in there. It's actually very good. It tastes just like the Luxardo's cherries. Then I'm going to use 1/4 ounce of this Creme de Violet, which is, again, made from violets. And it actually has a blue hue to it, which you'll see going in there. So this is why it's kind of Aviation. The gentleman, this old bartender back in the 30s who created this actual drink, decided, you know what, I want something to emulate the blue skies, and that's why he called it the Aviation. Some people don't do this. I do this. I probably use about a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, just to get a little sweetness. I don't think it has a lot of sweetness, so I'm going to do with that. Then we're going to actually use 2 ounces of this Aviation gin, so kind of keep it with the tradition. So this is a 1 ounce jigger here, so I'm going to use this and give us 2 of those. And this is when you're going to stir. We're not going to shake this. You don't want to bruise it. It also will water it down a little bit. What I'm going to do is just going to give it a stir. Get our ice going. Let it get nice and cold. Get it a good stir. So when you get that ice going like that, it really starts working it really good. What we're going to use is actually a coupe, which is a sort of looks like a champagne type of glass. Not a fluted champagne glass, just a flat champagne glass. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to double strain this so we don't have any little ice shards in there. So that I give it about a minute of stir because I think it needs to get cooled off really good. Okay. Then I'm going to take my strainer and then I'm going to bring in my coupe here. This is the coupe. And then I'm going to double strain this with a strainer. And you will see that is how it goes. Now, if you look, I'm going to take a napkin and kind of show you, or you can actually kind of see the color of the violet in there. This is the Aviation. You can see the color. It's a very blue hint to it. Some of the Creme de Violets are more of a purple color, so it depends on which brand you get. But cheers. Let me taste it. It's really interesting. It's a very unique drink. It's very dry with the gin. The violet's just like this light texture on your palate, and you get the sweetness of the cherry liqueur. And usually what I do is I garnish it with a couple Luxardo cherries because you're using the Luxardo liqueur and a lemon slice because that's what you're using. But there you have it, the Aviation gin. Cheers. I hope everybody's doing well in the crisis here. I'll be bringing some more. I got some more videos coming up. I hope everybody likes them. Send me your requests if you haven't. If I've got it in my bar, I've got a good bar, so I probably have something I can make out of it. So everybody take care. We'll see ya.